super pumped. I get to shoot my first Centerfire match in over a year. It's a nice 32-degree weather today. It's supposed to warm up to around the 50s, hopefully 60s. We're here at Jacobs Plain here in Greenville, Texas. Almost missed the gate. There it is. Here we go. Here we are. There's already people here. Super excited. Let's get to it. Hey everybody, look who it is. It's the famous Rick Garrison. You're gonna be in my YouTube. Huh? You're gonna be in my YouTube, man.
All right.
Yeah. Here's the range. Nice little range. We do rimfire and centerfire over here in tank trap. Tires. I think this is the rimfire portion, and then the centerfire portion goes out to 1,100 yards. I think. We have sticks over here. We got the famous Jacob Bynum loop, rail ties, little cattle fence, and then PRS barricade. Then we have a little platform to shoot off of over here. Tires, rooftop simulator. Not sure what to call this. Little ladders, I guess. Tank traps, more ladders, and then a platform to shoot off of. And then I think we're gonna be shooting off of this too. Sometimes we shoot off at the top over here, or one time we did a few years ago. Then we're gonna be, I think, shooting in this trailer. So this is the centerfire portion, and it goes out to 1,100 yards. Beautiful day.
Just gonna do that at my matches, and then we'll do the anthem. So, all right, dear Lord, I want to thank you for today. Thank you that we can come out here and do this sport. Thank you for those that serve to protect the country and for the nation we live in. Pray for our leaders and just for safety today. In your name, amen.
Amen.
All right, guys, next we're gonna do the anthem. So please face east. Remove your covers.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. Against red o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Paul Reed. No, and then we got some guys that like Paul Reed. Paul is one of the ones that helped me out when I was a new shooter, and he's been doing it forever. But we got a lot of guys here that have been shooting for a while and are literally top-ranked guys. Jeremy Von Glan, Lance Eccles, Paul Reed, Tanner Bragg, Rod Riley. We've been shooting a long time, and we want to help you guys. That's the purpose of these matches, is to help newer guys figure stuff out. So it's not to get your tail whooped, it's to help you figure out what you need to work on, maybe what gear to buy and stuff like that. So we're here to help you guys. That's the purpose of this. So as far as safety goes, the most important thing you can do is to just have a safe match. We don't care if you hit these targets, just do it safely, okay? So the first rule, my biggest rule, is nobody gets a gun pointed at them all day long. So we got a narrow field of fire here. We're all kind of on the same line. And if you're standing port arms and you got your gun like this, pretty soon you're pointed at the squad next to you. So everything gets pointed down range, okay? That's super important. The next thing, you see how these rifles are on the line over here, guys? When people talk about the line, that's what they're referring to. The rifles are staged that way. You're never having to walk in front of a barrel to get to your gear. So everything's staged that way or over here pointed that way. So we're not walking in front of barrels. The next thing, bolt actions are mags out, bolts are back. And so we also want to visually inspect the chamber. I've seen a couple times, and even a couple times twice last year, the guys went to extract a round and there was still a round in the chamber. The extractor didn't pick it up. So check that chamber visually. So those are some of the biggest safety rules, guys. Now, after you shoot a stage, you're gonna be either amped up, you did great, or pissed off that you didn't hit everything. So right away, you're gonna be all jittery. Just slow down, take a minute, drop the mag, and then look in that chamber and make sure it's out of there, okay? And then set the rifle down, stage it so nobody gets pointed, the gun pointed in front of them. And then start to set your gear down. And before you take off and start to do selfies on Instagram or something, take a minute and walk back and pick up the brass for the guy that's shooting now behind you. Okay, so that's how the match flow works, and we've got 30 or 40 guys that show up, and the match flows pretty well if we do that. So as far as stage flow and how the match directors work and things like that for each stage, I'm not going to explain that because we've been doing it a while. So in your squad, you're going to have the opportunity to run the stage, spot impacts, run time, and mark down scores. But the guys in your squad are going to show you how to do that. So I'll just move on and move to something else. But the shooting order rotates. So we've got the first shooter in squad 1, Paul Martin, and then he's going to rotate. After your first, you're going to rotate to the last, and it rotates through the whole way like that. So everybody gets to shoot in a different order, if that makes sense.
The new shooters never go first?
They shouldn't go first. No, they're in the back of the squad. So if you're a newer guy, you get to watch, but don't sweat it. We're here to help you guys. Even if you don't get all your rounds off, the timer goes off, you can still shoot the rest of your rounds, but they won't count for your score. Now your score is going to get written down on the sheet, and that's what I'm going to put into the computer at the end of the day. All right, so that's kind of how the match works, match flow. The guy that's running the stage is going to give you a couple directions. He's going to say load and make ready. That means put your magazine in, grab all your gear, and stand in hand, okay? So all your gear is in your hand, and he's going to say shooter ready. You're going to tell him, yep, I'm ready. He's going to say engage, and then you're going to go. And that's how that's going to work. Then he's going to say unload and show clear. That means drop your mag and show that the chamber's clear. So that's safety. Any questions on that? That's how that works. Okay, the spotter's going to call impacts. Today, guys, because this is supposed to be a little bit easier match. We got everything's 2 minutes. We got something else I'm going to explain to you how the order works and as you're shooting the stage. And it's a pretty, we're not panning back and forth on the field. You're kind of picking a target, you're going to engage it, and you don't have to find a bunch of targets. So it's meant to be a little more beginner friendly today. But we've got what I call 2 separator stages that are going to be hard for everybody. So everything's 2 minutes, all gear in hand. If you want to use tripods and game to your heart's content today, guys. Do whatever you can to get your hits. So no limits, Kyle Marsh. This is in your honor. So I can't think of too much else about the course of fire other than that. If the spotter wants to give you corrections as you're on the clock, you'll never get this at a national match, but if they want to give you corrections on the clock, have at it. So, okay. So any questions on that?
Okay, stand by. I think you got like 30 seconds.
Oh, really?
ready. Stand by.
Impact. Perfect. Impact. Perfect.
It's annoying.
Impact. Center.
No, it just pulled low. It's just bad.
Boy, that was a fun match. Ended up, I think there ended up being, 30 people. The match was pretty full. So I'm on the way home now. As soon as Dan posts the results, I'll post it at the end of this video. But I definitely did not win today. Hopefully I came at least in top 5 or top 10, which shouldn't be too bad for my first center match in like over a year. That was a lot of fun. I made some mental errors, and there was during the second stage that we did, I did not check my cant on some of the shots, so I was missing off the right. So if your ref was canted to the right, you're gonna miss. The bullet's gonna go to the right, and if it's canted to the left, it's gonna go to the left. So so that was usually a mistake I don't make, but it caught me in this one. So that was a rookie mistake. And then my first ever shot on the first stage, I think I pulled it. I was just, I guess, getting jitters out, centerfire jitters, because I haven't shot centerfire in a while. So that was on me. I think I ended up dropping maybe 8 shots. Probably, I gotta count it, but so I got 68 points out of 76 total, which I guess is not too bad for not having shot centerfire in a while. So I'm pretty happy with my performance. Of course, I always want to win any match I go to. I'm very competitive, but you know, I felt like I had a pretty decent performance, minus the few mental mistakes I had, and it was just an overall good match. Good weather. Right now it's 61 degrees. I think we started at 32 degrees, and right now it's in the 60s. So it ended up being really nice outside. It was just so fun. It took me maybe about 2 or 3 stages just to get back into the rhythm of centerfire and getting used to the recoil, which really for a 6 Creedmoor isn't really that much compared to the 6.5 Creedmoor I used to shoot. I'm using H4831. That's the pattern I'm using right now with the 105 Bowtail hollow point from Hornady. So it was shooting pretty decent. We only went out to, I think, 800 yards today, but it seemed like I was waterline. I think I was running at 29.75, which is hotter than what I wanted to run it, but it is what it is. I think I might go down to 28.50 and try to get that velocity down slower. But even for it being too hot, it felt nice. The recoil was nice. I'm using Eric Cortina's EC tuner brake, which, by the way, oh man, I was really impressed with it. I felt like I was easily getting back into target with it. So thank you, Eric Cortina, for your tuner brake. It performed really well today. Well, all right, guys.